Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a look at something really specific but super important if you're managing, say, multiple KFC stores.
Hmm.
We've got some good info here on STEM business management software.
That's right. Yeah, the sources we have suggest STEM is, well, it's a pretty comprehensive system built for handling the complexities of running several retail, fuel, or hospitality spots at once, like a central command for your KFCs.
Exactly, a central command. So our mission today really is to cut through the tech talk. We want to get to the heart of what STEM actually does and, crucially, what the real practical benefits are for someone juggling several busy KFCs.
Okay, let's dive in. What is this thing fundamentally?
Okay, so at its core, STEM is cloud-based. It's software as a service, or SaaS, as they call it.
Right, so accessible from anywhere.
Pretty much, yeah. Any store, home, wherever you've got internet.
Yeah.
But the key for multi-store folks is that it's an integrated suite. It's not just a bunch of separate tools cobbled together.
Okay, so everything works together. Designed that way from the start. Precisely. All the different parts, the modules, they share information seamlessly, gives you this unified real-time picture of everything that's going on
Across all the stores.
across all stores. And the main focus, it's really on those back office jobs, the financial management stuff that's just vital. And importantly, it automates a lot of it.
Automation.
Yeah.
That sounds like a big selling point. Frees up time, presumably.
Huge time saver. And being cloud-based also means, updates happen automatically. No need for complex IT setups at every single location.
Okay, makes sense. So let's get into some specifics then. Income and cash management, obviously massive for any business, but especially high volume places like KFC's spread across different sites. What's STEM doing there?
Yeah, this is really where it shines for someone managing multiple units. It covers the whole cash flow journey, really. Starts with the daily cash up, reconciling the tills at the end of a shift or the day.
Standard procedure, but needs doing right.
Needs doing right, exactly. And STEM integrates this with things like cash vault integrations for secure handling. And it manages cash distribution, too, if you're moving cash around, to the bank or between stores. Even handles petty cash and bank collections.
Right, tracking all those little movements across multiple stores. That alone sounds like it could get messy fast without a system.
Oh, absolutely. It's a headache waiting to happen. But the real game changer here is the automated reconciliation.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
It means the system automatically matches up your sales data with all the different ways people pay. Think about it, cash, obviously, but also card payments, like speed points in-store and online.
All delivery apps.
All of them. Mr. D, Uber Eats, WeWallet, Yum Online Delivery, Momo, IntelliMolly. It handles reconciliation for all those tender types. Automatically, for each store.
Wow, okay, that sounds huge. That's taking potentially hours of manual work and just doing it and reducing errors, I guess.
Precisely that. It's like having a super diligent auditor working nonstop, flagging any mismatch instantly, lets you jump on potential problems right away, whether it's just a typo or something, more
It
serious.
prevents losses down the line.
Could do, yeah. And it doesn't stop there. It also does bank statement reconciliation, compares your books to the actual bank statements, and flags anything off in a bank differences report.
Very thorough. Okay, so you've got all this data being tracked meticulously. What about getting insights from it? Reporting and analysis.
Good question. Yes, STEM has a whole suite of reporting tools, and you can see it broken down by each individual KFC location, or by division, as they call it.
So store by store.
Yep. You get basics like the income sales journal, a detailed transaction log, and monthly summary reporting for the big picture. But it also goes into things like debtor management, if that applies, and really importantly, risk management. That includes compliancy reporting.
Compliance. Always key in franchising, right?
Absolutely vital. And for the managers actually in the stores,
Yeah, what do they see?
they get useful stuff like cashier differences by shift, help spot patterns, maybe if one till is always off or if someone needs a bit more training, things like that. Plus, comprehensive financial reporting and reconciliation modules for their specific location.
So granular detail at the store level.
Yeah.
And then for head office.
Then you get the zoomed out view, consolidated reports, things like the banked differences report across all sites, a sales overview for the whole group, a summary of all cashier differences, and these performance reports. They look at compliance and efficiency.
So you can see who's sticking to the process and who's running smoothly. Interesting. So you can drill down or zoom out. How does all this data actually flow? Getting it in and then getting it out to, say, accounting software.
Right, the integration and export side, that's key. It's designed to export financial data directly into common accounting packages. They mention Zero and Pastel specifically.
So no manual reentry.
Exactly. Cuts down on errors, saves time, creates the smooth flow, and remember that real-time data access point we mentioned.
Yeah, that sounded important.
It is. You're not waiting days or weeks for reports. You're seeing what's happening, pretty much as it happens. Allows for much quicker reactions.
In that kind of fast food environment, yeah, you need to be quick.
Yeah.
The sources also mention a process flow for STEM. Can you simplify that for us, like non-technically?
Sure. Basically, STEM pulls in the sales data automatically from the tills, maybe other systems too, at each KFC. Then it does its magic, the reconciliation stuff, matching everything up. Once it's all checked and balanced, it pushes that clean data out to your accounting software. The aim is to automate that whole cycle: data in, check it, data out, less manual work, fewer errors, less time spent.
Got it. Streamlining the whole thing. Now, the documents also list some key business management modules. Are these the main tools people use day to day?
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, these are the core bits. Cash up, like we said. Petty cash management. Bank collections for tracking deposits. And reimbursement statement reconciliation. That's for handling staff expenses. These are the nuts and bolts for daily financial tasks across multiple stores.
Okay, let's maybe dig into reimbursements and bank reconciliation a bit more. Those seem like areas where things could get complicated. Lots of potential for slip-ups with multiple sites, multiple employees.
You're absolutely right. They can be real pain points. So STEM has specific modules for reimbursements. It handles the daily side of claims and the overall reconciliation process. Make sure everything's documented, approved, accounted for, reduces risk there.
Right. No dodgy claims slipping through.
Hopefully not. And then for the banking side, the bank accounts module tracks all your different accounts, and the bank reconciliation module is the tool for systematically comparing your records against the bank statements. Crucial for spotting errors, missed transactions, maybe even fraud.
And it sounds like this reconciliation, finding the differences, is really central to what STEM offers. They mention reports like bank differences and income sales journal again here.
Yes, exactly. Those reports, plus the monthly summary and cashier differences, they're all designed to bring discrepancies to the surface, things that might get lost in the noise of a busy, multi-site operation.
So it's actively looking for mismatches.
Pretty much. It flags where expected figures don't match the actuals, so you can investigate quickly. A till error, an online sales reporting glitch, a bigger accounting issue. These reports are like early warnings.
So it's not passive bookkeeping. It's actively helping you find problems.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pivot slightly to performance management. How does STEM help an operator know how their different KFCs are actually doing?
Well, there's a performance dashboard. This gives you a kind of high-level snapshot of how each store is engaging with the key STEM processes. It includes a compliancy and efficiency report.
Okay, what does that show?
Essentially, how well each store is sticking to the rules and using the system properly. Are they doing their cash ups on time? Reconciling expenses correctly? It's measuring their operational discipline using STEM as the benchmark.
And what if a store isn't doing so well, if their scores dip?
The system can be proactive there. It can send out daily email alerts if a store's score drops below whatever level you set as acceptable.
Ah, so managers get a heads up.
Exactly.
And there's a specific store performance management dashboard, too.
Correct. That one gives you a really clear visual, all your active KFCs lined up, showing their compliance status for a particular day or period. You see greens and reds, essentially. Who's on track, who needs attention.
Easy to see at a glance.
Yep. And you can view it as raw scores or percentages, whichever you prefer. Gives you that quick overview of the whole network's performance against these metrics.
Okay, we've covered a lot of features. Let's bring it back down to earth. For that franchise running multiple KFCs, what are the biggest, most tangible benefits? Why should they care about something like STEM?
Well, first off, like we said, it actively flags those irregular transactions and discrepancies. That means faster investigation of potential theft, fraud, or just costly errors. That alone can be huge across multiple sites.
Finding problems faster.
Exactly. Second, the time savings from automation. Think about generating daily reports, reconciling bank statements, stuff often done manually, maybe in Excel. STEM automates that.
Which frees people up to do other things.
Absolutely. Teams can focus on more strategic analysis. It's reclaiming that valuable time.
That makes a lot of sense in that environment. What else?
Enhanced security is another one. User access controls. You can set permissions so employees only see and do what they're supposed to within the system. Reduces internal risks.
Good point.
Then there's the benefit of those real-time automated reports for better decision-making. You're acting on current data, not old news. Plus, you usually get things like 24/7 help desk support, and the software itself is accessible anytime, anywhere because it's cloud-based.
So flexibility and support. And what about the basics like, keeping data safe and being able to grow?
Definitely key concerns. STEM providers focus heavily on data security, making sure sensitive financial info is protected and that they meet compliance standards like data protection laws. And yes, scalability is crucial. It's designed to grow with your business. Add more stores, more users, handle more transactions. The system should cope without needing a total revamp.
That's important for ambitious franchisees. We also have some quotes here, testimonials from people actually using STEM. What are they saying?
Yeah, these are interesting. They really back up the points we've discussed. One head of finance at a KFC dealer said STEM streamline our financial reconciliation and cash management processes considerably.
Streamlined. It's a good word.
It is. They specifically mentioned fewer errors, time saved through automation, and said it transformed our workflow, leading to greater accuracy and overall efficiency. They even called STEM an invaluable partner.
High praise. A partner, not just software. What about others?
Another head of finance echoed that partnership idea, talking about STEM's support and expertise being instrumental in optimizing their financial processes and efficiency. They called STEM a trusted partner, too.
Okay, so support and partnership seem to be recurring themes.
They do. And then there's an accountant who works with restaurant clients. They said STEM's tools revolutionize daily accounting, highlighting a significant reduction in staff needed for manual processes. They also praised the extraordinary level of support.
Wow, reducing headcount needed for manual tasks. That's a very tangible benefit. So efficiency, accuracy, time savings, good support, partnership, that seems to be the consistent message from users.
That's what comes through loud and clear. It seems to be tackling real-world operational headaches effectively.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. To summarize or deep dive, STEM business management software really looks like a very comprehensive solution, specifically built for the challenges of running multiple KFCs.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It bundles together a lot of features aimed at automating those critical financial jobs, giving operators real-time visibility across their network, and ultimately helping them run things more efficiently and make smarter decisions. And the user feedback suggests it's actually delivering on that promise.
Right. And the value seems to go beyond just, getting the numbers right. It's about understanding the business better, spotting issues early, and freeing up people's time to focus on growth and service.
Exactly. It's a move towards a more proactive, data-led way of managing a multi-site franchise business.
Really interesting stuff. It makes you think, though, considering just how complex it must be managing multiple fast food places, all the operations, the money, the compliance, what are the biggest hidden challenges? The ones maybe operators don't even fully see day to day, that a system like this aims to solve beyond just the basic accounting. Something for you to ponder after our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.